Yeah, so we're gonna go for some drama, but make it demure. Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Michelle if you've never seen my face before. Today, I'm going to be creating another look with my Melt Cosmetics Fatally Yours eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna pair that with my Danessa Myrick's Lightwork Volume 6 palette. So I've got my eyes primed, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my Fatally Yours palette. Not exactly sure what kind of a look I'm going to go for today, but since I'm working with this palette, I do kind of expect for it to be a little dramatic. I'm going to start off with this kind of lightest shade, quote unquote lightest shade. If I remember correctly, this shade is kind of darker, but it'll be a nice start to just create a little bit of a transition shade. I'm going to try to keep this look from getting too dramatic, even though, you know, both of these palettes are pretty dramatic in and of themselves. I'm going to just see if I can create a little bit of a more demure dramatic look. That even makes sense. Yeah, so we're going to go for some drama, but make it demure. And since I like to start off with my eye base a little bit tacky, I'm just tapping my eyeshadow into place before I really get going with like the rest of it. And this is just to start off in the crease with a little bit of a transition shade so that I can start getting into some of these other bolder shades. And this is just going to kind of make it blend nicely into my skin tone, add a little bit of the warmth that I might need to keep it from looking so incredibly stark. That's actually a really beautiful first shade. And I'm not sure that I would enjoy this palette as much as I do if it wasn't for having that shade, because that really does start off as your one light shade. I feel like you need that. I'm gonna take a pretty small blender brush, this one here from BK Beauty, and clean off the little fluff that's on it. I'm going to go into, I want to take some of this beautiful burgundy shade here. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't start off with that shade right now, but I'm going to. So let's see what happens. I'm going to take this gorgeous shade, Herein, I think, I can't see. And I'm going to put that right here in the outer corner. Ooh, she's bold. I'm just going to start to kind of work that right there. I can't tell if I already got a little bit of fallout underneath the eye or if that is my mole. Nope, that's my mole. I just didn't notice it so much until it started blending in with that dark shade. Okay, I'm gonna just feather that real softly up into the outer edge like that. Oh, I think that looks so pretty. It's always hard to get my outer edges to match because like the outer corners of my eyes are so different from each other. I sleep on one side of my face as opposed to the other, and so that side gets more smushed and that does make a difference. I don't sleep well unless I sleep like that, so it's really hard for me not to do that. And I decided I just wouldn't worry so much about the wrinkling effects that it might cause, because I got to get my sleep and I got to be comfortable when I'm sleeping. I'm going to go back into that first brush and just take a little bit of that first shade to kind of blend out that edge a little on both corners. I do feel like that is a nice start. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the lower lash line by putting a little bit of this brown shade just to kind of start to create a little bit of the outer edge. And I'm going to go just to like the middle of my pupil. And take a little bit more of that brown shade and just take it over into the corner to kind of complete that smoky edge going around the top. Bring a little bit of that into that purple just to kind of mix all those shades together, make it a little bit more cohesive. Now I'm going to take just this like clean blender and soften up everything in the crease before I go into some shimmer shades. I think that's it for now from the Melt palette. So now I'm gonna go into the Danessa Myrick, the Danessa Myrick's palette. Don't know where the lid went. I mean, where that plastic cover went. Okay. So from this palette, I think that it might be fun to test out what this shade looks like. I haven't ever actually used this shade here. So I'm gonna try that one. Does it have a shift? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. It's a little bit brighter than I thought it was gonna be, but it goes really nicely with the deeper shades that I already have down on my eye. And this is just going on a dry lid. Like, I don't have any glitter glue down. I didn't spray my brush. None of that. I'm just going straight onto the lid. Okay. And then for the inner part of the upper lid, I'm going to use this shader brush from the Nikki LaRose set, and I'm not sure. Maybe this one here. I'm gonna go with this kind of like, sorry to blind you with the background. I'm gonna use this kind of like purpley lavender shade that is completely opposite end of the shade that I put down first. Ooh, this one looks very sparkly. I have not used this one yet, so I have no idea what to expect. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that is just beautiful. I'll do a little bit of blending up into the like front crease in just a moment. I hope that you're getting the effect on screen of what this shade is doing here. Yeah, that was really, really pretty. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just blur it all the way up here to the front so we can really just make that shade have its moment there in the front. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that clean blender and just blend that into the crease a little bit. I love that. Yeah, so I feel like you could do something on the lower lash line. Let's do something really fun, like let's go with this bright magenta shade there. I'm gonna take this brow brush here. I feel like it's a brow brush, but no, that's not soft enough for me, I remember. I'm gonna take my BK Beauty bullet brush and just use the little tip edge and try to be really precise so that I don't get it too far down, but I'm gonna That's the look right there. So here is the finished look with my Danessa Myrick's palette for today's eye look. So that's the eyeshadow look all by itself. I'll be right back to show you the completed look once I add some eyeliner and mascara. I'm back with the finished look. Here is the completed eye look. I added a black wing, some black liner in my waterline, and mascara from Lancome. I actually haven't used that mascara in decades, and it used to be my absolute one and only go-to True Blue. Every time I run out, repurchase it and never try any other mascara from Lancome. And that is I picked up the trial size version of that mascara, and I just absolutely love the effect on my lashes. Let me give you a close-up of the eyes. I hope you can see the sparkly effect. Let me turn down the light a little bit too so that you can maybe see even better. So there it is, and there it is, overly washed out. So, okay, hold on. Hopefully I got the lighting back to where it was, but let me put this down. And yeah, so that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this look come together today. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me watching today's look get pulled together. If you'd like to see how I created the base makeup for today's eye look, I will leave that video down below so you can easily watch that. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It's absolutely free to subscribe to me. So click the subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free to subscribe to me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.